In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best small forwards right now in NBA 2K25 My Team on a tier list here, ranking from S that does go all the way down to D tier. And we have about 40-ish of the best small forwards currently in the game. And I'll be letting you guys know who I think are the elite, the best of the best at the small forward position, and maybe some that aren't the greatest, but all of these cards here on this tier list are definitely solid at the small forward position. But let me know what small forward you guys are running right now in my team and what you guys would change about my tier list. Now, looking at the first small forward here on the tier list is going to be Dark Matter LeBron, and we're also going to include the Galaxy Opal LeBron in the exact same tier because these cards are similar. They're not the exact same. The Dark Matter is obviously a tad bit better, but they're basically on the same level, and you could still argue that this Dark Matter LeBron is the best small forward in the game. He's 6'9" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan. The stats across the board for this LeBron are elite, off the charts. His jump shot is amazing on very quick timing. Sure, doesn't have the greatest dribble sigs, and that's probably the flaw for this LeBron card. Same thing with his Galaxy Opal. The jump shot's only on normal, so there is quite a bit of a difference when it does come to his release, but still, I think this Galaxy Opal LeBron will be in the S tier category alongside his Dark Matter. Elton Brand, I know he was a free card and everybody got him, and he's not that bad, but like, I think he's a little bit overrated. I don't see too much with this card. I'd probably put him in B tier just because he does have solid size, 6'9" at small forward, 7'5" wingspan. He gets a lot of good rebounding animations. He gets a lot of rebounds for me. Jump shot, I just really don't like. The dribble sigs are horrible. So Elton Brand may be solid in B tier, but realistically, I could even see him dropping down to C tier. Talking about Terry Dishinger here as the next small forward. I think this card's solid. I wish he could play shooting guard because, you know, 6'7" at the 3, 6'11" wingspan. Defensive stats and badges aren't amazing, but he does have good offense. He's got the Rudy Gay jump shot, which I do love. He's got the Kyrie Irving dribble style. So I think this card's really good offensively, but does lack quite a bit of defense. AK-47, I think you could argue in the S tier category. I'll probably leave him in B tier, or sorry, I'll probably leave him in A tier for now. But if we're talking about straight up defense, there's a legit argument that this is the best on-ball defender in the game. 6'9", can play small forward, 7-foot wingspan, and just take a look at these defensive stats. 97 block, 97 steal, 97 perimeter, 94 interior defense. Crazy good Hall of Fame badges for defense. Jump shot maybe isn't the best, but it's definitely greenable in the catch and shoot. And yeah, AK-47, one of the better small forwards in this game, but I'll probably leave him in A tier for now. Potentially could move him up to S tier at the end of the tier list. Jason Tatum, I don't think this card's really that great. Maybe I'm hating on him a little bit too much. I know a lot of people do like Jason Tatum cards. I think his Dark Matter will be a lot higher on this list, but if we're talking about the Galaxy Opal, 6'8" small forward, yes, he has good stats, but the jump shot on normal timing isn't my favorite released in the game. It's not great in my opinion, and his dribble sigs are definitely mediocre. So Tatum, serviceable small forward for sure. He's definitely not horrible, but I also don't think he's, you know, anywhere like good compared to like AK or Terry Dishinger. Scottie Pippen, yes, I know a lot of people do run him at shooting guard, but for me, I think Scottie Pippen can actually be a really good lock at the small forward spot. He's got that height and size, being 6'8", 7-foot wingspan. Him and AK, I would say, are probably the two best on-ball defenders for the small forward position. Maybe LeBron as well, but he's got a jump shot on quick timing, so a better release than AK. I think he's just a slightly better version of Andre Kirilenko. Dennis Rodman, kind of mid, like maybe you might even put him in the D tier category because 6'7" at small forward, 7'3" wingspan. Again, another really good defensive card, but the jump shot on normal timing, 72 3-pointer. He's very, very limited on offense, but this card's defense, rebounding, and slashing and athleticism are off the chart. So there's definitely a role for this Dennis Rodman card, but I think he's going to be in C tier. Danny Granger, I would argue maybe even in like D. I don't think this card's really anything special. 6'9" is good. 7'1" wingspan is good, but you take a look at the animations. Not a big fan of this jump shot. Not a fan of his dribble sigs. Mediocre defender. He's okay with the ball in his hands. Like, he can hit a 3-ball wide open because he's got a 94-3 Hall of Fame limitless. Really good shooting badges on Hall of Fame, but realistically, I don't think Danny Granger is all that good. Maybe you could even drop him down into D tier. A card that unfortunately I think has to be in D tier, even though he was loved in 2K23, I want to say it was, is the Pink Diamond Tim Thomas. Sorry, yes, this is a Pink Diamond Tim Thomas, but if you guys remember from 2K23, this was like the best card in the game for months and months, but They did this card horrible. His stats are god awful. His jump shot's horrible. He has no dribble sigs. I mean, they decided just to make him like the worst card in the game. So I think he's going to be in that D tier category. Rui Hachimura, not bad. I think he's a solid small forward. I'm going to put him in C tier. James Worthy. Now, I think for me, James Worthy's kind of hovering between like that B and potentially that A tier category. 6'9" at the 3, 7-foot wingspan. James Worthy cards in my team, especially around this time in February, March, is just really good. Jump shot, I do like, even though it's on normal timing. I think he's just a great all-around card. Is he A tier worthy? I'm gonna keep him in B tier for now, but I could potentially see him going up into that A tier spot. Michael Beasley, for sure, an S tier small forward. It does depend like what you need at the small forward position. If you need a scorer, a guy that can just go get you a bucket offensively, this is probably the best small forward in the game. An amazing jump shot, good dribble sigs. Yes, the defense isn't great, and that's probably his biggest flaw. But I think Michael Beasley, if you're looking for a score, if you're looking for offense at small forward, you can't really get much better than this Pink Diamond Michael Beasley card. So I'd say he's going to be in the S tier category. Karl Malone, I think is like a step down. I think he's on that AK-47 level at the small forward position. Just great all around. Same thing with a card like Pink Diamond LeBron. I think because of badges at this time of the year and stats as well, this card came out literally on day one. But the fact that a day one LeBron card is still competing at that high level in the A tier category with cards that have just recently dropped, that just goes to show how good LeBron's jump shot is this year, how great he plays in game, and just how good these LeBron cards have been in 2K. So I think he's obviously a step down from his Galaxy Opal and his Dark Matter, but I do think Pink Diamond LeBron is actually still going to be an A tier, which may come to a surprise. Now, Galaxy Opal Giannis, I think you got to put this card in S. We're obviously going to talk about the Dark Matter Giannis, but this card's really good. I use him a ton on Vlado's account. 6'11", can play small forward, 7'4" wingspan. I mean, the versatility that Giannis gives you at small forward, the fact that he has that much size causes so many mismatches for your opponent. Now, the flaw with this card is obviously his jump shot and only having a 73 3 ball and not great shooting badges. So definitely a flaw with Giannis, but still, I think is a top tier small forward. Paulo Banchero, I think you could argue this card in S tier. I'm gonna keep him in really high A tier, but Paulo cards are really good this year in my team. 6'10" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan. I think his jump shot could have been on like quick or very quick timing, especially if he now gets like a Dark Matter. That's what we'll be looking for, and maybe a little bit better defensive stats. But still, I think this card is great, and I think is a for sure A tier small forward. Kevin Durant, I think is also going to be an A tier. Really good small forward. We'll talk about his Dark Matter here in a second, but there's like a little bit of a difference. I think the Opal LeBron is very close to the Dark Matter LeBron, where there's maybe more of a gap between the Opal KD and the Dark Matter KD, but Opal KD is still great. Really good offensive card. Jump shot on normal timings a little bit slower and not my favorite, but I think that Kevin Durant is still very, very good offensively at small forward, and I think deserves to be an A tier. Diamond Paulo Banchero might sound crazy for a diamond card, but he's actually going to be in B tier. This card is still really, really good at this stage of my team. Probably the best diamond card right now in the game. So I think he's a fair spot in B tier. Jonathan Isaac, I would argue potentially in B. I think I'm going to go C tier personally, but I think you could, no, actually what? Because of his size and his defense, I think Jonathan Isaac's more of a specialty type of player. The next small forward here is going to be Billy Cunningham, and I kind of want to put him in the D tier category, because if we take a look at this card, 6'6" small forward, 6'10" wingspan, very mediocre across the board. I don't think his card's any good at all. I think he's going to be in that D tier category. Sean Marion is a really good defender. The thing about Sean Marion cards at this stage of my team, if he doesn't have his jump shot changed, it's just not a great release. It is on quick timing, so it's not bad. It's a little bit faster than usual, and he's a really good defender, really good slasher. I think Sean Marion's actually going to go in that B tier category. A lot better than you might expect. Connie Williams, why did I say Connie Williams? Connie Hawkins. This card might actually be in B tier. I didn't know about this card until I checked on 2KDB, but he's 6'8" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan. Really solid stats. He's got the DeMar base, Devin Booker dribble style. I think I'm actually going to put him in that B tier category. Peja Stojakovic, he can shoot the ball at a lights out rate, and he's got decent size at small forward, but realistically, not going to be a good defender, and I think it's going to be in C tier. Adam Morrison, I think is good. I think he's going to be in B tier. He's another really good offensive small forward. Maybe not the greatest defensively, but if you're looking for a score, I think Adam Morrison is going to be a great spot in that B tier category. Carmelo, I think is actually A. This is a very good offensive small forward at that Galaxy Opal tier for Carmelo Anthony. 6'7" small forward, 7-foot wingspan. Jump shot and quick timing is great. He's also got the Devin Booker dribble style. Sure, his defense isn't amazing, but if you put a good shoe, a good takeover on him, I should say, and you do get some good badges, maybe upgrade those silvers, upgrade those bronzes to at least gold tier. I think Carmelo is definitely elite offensively. Could definitely use some better defense, but I think if you're looking for a score, he's just like a little bit worse version of Michael Beasley. Now, people might call me crazy, but I think Dark Matter Larry Bird is actually going to be in C tier. I know it sounds crazy to put a Dark Matter that low at this stage of the game, but this jump shot is just not good. I mean, you got the Jalen Tyson base, which is better, but this Larry Bird card is just not good. I mean, maybe you could put him, I'll go B tier for Larry Bird. He is a Dark Matter, but like realistically, I don't think he's very good. Xavier McDaniel, I think is going to be in C tier. Nothing too special about that card. Jaime Hawkins Jr., I think is a good budget card. I think he's going to be in C tier as well. Zion Williamson, is it crazy to say in the D tier category? He probably deserves to go in C, but like 6'6" that small forward, 6'10" wingspan. That jump shot normal timing, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of this card. I think you could argue probably C tier though. Leonard Miller is actually pretty good for a pink diamond. I think he's one of the better all-star pink diamonds, so I'd probably throw him somewhere in that B tier. Buzelis, also very good. I wouldn't say he's like A tier level, but Buzelis is really good for a budget price tag. Hedo Turkoglu going to be in C tier. Now, Dark Matter Kevin Durant, I think is for sure an S tier level small forward. This card is so good offensively. 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan. And this card's got a jump shot on very quick timing, and they made Kevin Durant SIGs and jump shot a lot better this year. So I think Kevin Durant's one of the more unguardable cards right now in the game. Every time I match up against him, he is impossible to guard. He gets everything off so quick and is a very elite scorer. Jason Tatum, I think his Dark Matter is going to be in that A tier category. I know his Opal's down quite a bit, and I want to compare the cards and see, what's the differences here, but not a huge fan of the Opal Jason Tatum, but we do compare him animations wise, and the Dark Matter's got his jump shot on very quick, which is a huge improvement over normal. The SIGs didn't get updated, which is obviously not the greatest, but the stats are a little bit better for the Dark Matter. Does have a ton more badges as well, and I think Jason Tatum has a fair spot in that A tier category. Dark Matter Giannis, just like his Opal, unreal versatility, such good mismatches, can drive like crazy, defend any single position in this game 1 through 5. Dark Matter Giannis is for sure going to be an S tier. J-Dub, very undersized small forward. I mean, he's only 6'5", which I think you have to take into account when we're talking about J-Dub. He does have a really long wingspan at 7'2", but I mean, he does have the Garland dribble style. You know what? I'll probably throw J-Dub in B tier. He's got a good dribble style. He's a solid defender. Yeah, and he's got a jump shot on quick timing. I'll go J-Dub in that B tier category. Looking at the next small forward, going to be Glenn Rice. I think his card's not bad. I'll probably throw him in B tier. Cameron Johnson, kind of just mediocre. Going to put him in C. Draymond Green is really, really bad. His jump shot's horrible. I'm going to put him in that D tier category. Rudy Gay. I don't think he's S tier, but Rudy Gay is for sure an A tier small forward. He is just always so good at this stage of my team. 6'8" small forward, 7'3" wingspan, jump shot on quick timing. He's got the Kyrie Irving dribble style, which really helps his game offensively be a lot better as the primary scorer and the primary ball handler. And then finally, Julius Randle. I think it's not horrible. I'll probably throw him in that B tier category. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about my small forward tier list? Again, these are just my personal rankings and my personal opinions. But let me know what you guys would change, and let me know what small forwards are you guys currently running in my team, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.